the second or third grade, and I had a friend next to me in a chair, and we always had magazines, and it was in those magazines would always, fill in your name and whatever, and take this trip and travel here, or coupons, and I'd be filling it out and everything, on this in this magazine, with hoping I'm going to travel and go different places and enter this contest, and I was doing a whole lot of that. That was something. Write my name. I could write my name, and so this friend of mine showed me a picture. It was a picture. She told me that her sister was getting married, and so she showed me the picture, and I said, "Oh," and it looks like it was a white person. I said, "Oh, she's getting married to a white man." You didn't say white and black being married together. And I said, "Is she pregnant?" I'm not knowing anything about that being a bad word to use. The teacher heard me, sent me to the principal's office, and he was a teacher himself. This was in the higher grade, so I think he was teaching the 7th or 8th grade. And so they sent me to his place, his office, which would be his class at that particular time. He sat me in front of his desk, in front of all the students now looking at me. I'm sitting there, with the kids looking at me, the principal talking to his students there. Yeah. I'm feeling, I'm on, as a child now, being a young child, I wonder what's wrong and everything. I'm trying to see what kind of story I can make up now. Because I'm I'm sitting in the principal's classroom. Yeah. And it ended up then, he let me go after the class was over. But he came to the house that same day. This is when teachers or principals would come and visit. Wow. Came to the class and told my parents, what I had said. Now, I'm not thinking anything was wrong. I'm just being a kid, saying something. After that, though, that must have been a traumatic situation for me, because I was nervous after that time. Going to Green Pastures Elementary, because that's where we had to go. I was watching my words, because I didn't know if I would be saying the wrong thing. And Mrs. Ormsby was one of my favorite teachers. She would play the piano, not just the natural how black people play, but she was playing, all across the keys and everything. And so she talked to me, because she noticed that, Claudette, what's going on? And so she came to the house to tell Mom and them, I think you maybe need to give her some Ovaltine, to kind of calm her, because she's, she didn't know what had been going on. So Mom and them got me some Ovaltine.
What's Ovaltine supposed to be?
It's kind of like cocoa, but it was a different kind of cocoa. It wasn't, I don't know, but that's what she had said. Ovaltine.
Remember coffee, but
anybody. But that's what she had told me, that give her some Ovaltine, let her start drinking some Ovaltine. I didn't go to the doctor or anything, and so Mama and Daddy, they went and they got some package or a container. And Ovaltine and milk. Milk is supposed to be calming anyway, Yeah. And so that's what Mama had given me, and that was I guess I was in the 3rd or 4th grade, and so I became kind of not high, Willie, kind of withdrawn,
I guess it would.
Concerned about what I said or words, and I think that did something to me at an early age, that I didn't want to say certain things or be quiet, and I consider myself a wallflower. I didn't want to say certain things, because before that time, I'd be up on the stage with Don. We'd be, kids say, come on up here and do the, dance the jitterbug. We get up there and we'd be jitterbugging, carrying on. And
how the jitterbug go, Mama?
oh,
Want to show 'em, baby?
no. But things that happen in our past affect us, and as a young child, if it isn't,
really.
We'll say dealt with or corrected, or even, adults sometimes. I'm looking at the teacher at that time, but that was a time of segregation.
Yeah.
And black and whites weren't, considered to be two that would be marrying each other.
So these teachers that came to your house, were they black or white?
The teacher that came to my house was black. That was Mrs. Ornsby, my favorite elementary teacher. And her husband was Mr. Ornsby, and he was the principal of Green Pastures. I don't know who the principal was when I went to Rose Hill, because that was traumatic after when I left. I don't remember the names of any teachers at Rose Hill. I just remember some activities as far as what we did, playground stuff. So that's about it. Some good experience at Green Pastures, Mayflower, in May, we wrapped the maypole. We had to go through the process of learning how to do our particular pole, and it was divided into grade levels. I remember the monkey bars for playground. I used to go, and that's where I used to swing, and here we go, the monkeys now. Swing on the monkey bars and get to the very top, and you grab a hold to the top one and you flip over until you can flip and jump on the ground. Well, one day I forgot to release my hands from the bar, and boom, I hit the back of my head. So
that's what happened to you. Okay,
possibly so. We don't know.
Damn.
But some things I didn't tell anybody, but it stunned me. I could feel, the stun on the back of my head. But I don't think it knocked me out. Nobody came to get me.
You better some kids, some got knocked out back then. Seriously, we were just taught.
Yeah,
we was country kids.
Used to it.